So, moin and welcome back to my ELEX Let's Play. I found out something about the fighting system. So, when you look in the bottom left corner, you see my weapon index. You see this small bar approaching the end, and this is like the combo time. I didn't know that. Don't know if it was explained within the game, but the idea is that you wait and then you hit in order to do better combos, then unlock. So you see the bar in the middle. From that point onward, you can do your special attack. That's the lift. Search. Let's search.
Are you stupid?
Isn't forbidden.
So, what have we here? An exile or sightseer? Are you on your way down to join the damned, or have you just come to see where all the bad people go? Come on, speak up. You won't get to use the elevator until you've told me your business.
Have you ever been in the Valley of the Damned yourself?
Damned, yeah? Sort of the important part of Valley of the Damned. That place is for the exiled. I don't ever want to see that place.
Does anyone ever get exiled unjustly?
The law is clear. You have to be an idiot to break it. And our warlords are smart, really smart. They can see when someone is a threat to Goliath. That's why my job is important. I do guarding and repairing, remember? Besides, most of them down there are too busy dodging the creatures to plan an escape.
How many exiled live in the valley?
I don't know. There used to be guards that went down there to check on them, but they don't do that anymore. Not since the recent Alb attacks. Now, nobody is keeping record of how many have died or how many are still working where they were told to, so who knows? But it's their fault. They shouldn't have broken the law.
What elevator?
What elevator? The enormous wheel over there. The winch down to the world of exile.
What do you do here, apart from shout at passersby?
You watch your mouth. I'm the sole sentinel here. I do the guarding and the repairing. More the guarding than repairing right now. The elevator is bust and no one showed me how to fix it. So unless you know anything about winches, you can't get down there. Do you know anything about winches?
No.
Well, that saved you from yourself. No sane person enters the valley willingly. It's just traitors and failures down there.
I thought you said it was your job to repair the lift.
Yeah, and fixing this elevator is really complicated seeing as one of the gears is missing. So unless you've got a portable smelter and forge to make a new one, you're not gonna be repairing it right now, are you?
That depends.
Yeah?
Have you got a spare part?
Spare part? Spare part? Now, why didn't I think of that? Wait, yeah, I got loads of parts for you, right here, in my pants.
It's your job. Why don't you go and fetch a spare part?
Because my job has two parts, right? Guarding and repairing. Right now, there's only one part of my job that I'm not doing. If I go off looking for things, then I won't be doing either part of my job. And I don't want to get exiled for dereliction of duty.
How long has the gear been missing?
Since the other night. But why do you care? It's gone, and that's it.
It was stolen?
Exactly.
I've heard enough.
So we need one into crafting and one into survivalist in order to get further in the talks with him. And I would like to level one more time in order to get one strength. That was probably 2 points, and then the rest we will put on into things we'll need. For that we go back to Goliath first. For now I want to check out the area. So this, if I get it right, I'm here. So there, does it go down? Yeah, everything this is down. So what I think they're doing a bit in Idan here, Idan is something they did in Risen 3. They separate the area by some natural barrier in order to give you different regions with different how do you say, difficulty levels. So down there the monster will be harder, and therefore you aren't meant to go there with a low level. So you're just sleeping around all the time. I've eaten a lot of food I brought with me. This experience we will try to loot. Well. Large bag of elixir. So we're getting somewhere. That's the thing. We have 2 quests where we would have to. Oh. Wait. Before you do something like that, like stay in the inventory for too long. So. Toy soldier, cigarette, small gemstone, 2 process of crafting, it's all plants, it's all food, done. Yeah, upload. I have to check out those skills in order to know what the different clans bring you. As far as I know, the outlaws are the weakest one. For now, there wasn't a big patch. The clerics are the strongest faction. The berserkers are right in the middle. What I wanted to do is, here, clerics, Brams and report, crumbled node. Below the pit. Is anything after dark? Bring 200 elixir. Don't forget to test the camps beforehand. Do not let Dick cheat you again. Okay. Some 13 minutes. I don't know which one I found here. That's of course quite stupid. Not check things like that, but we will try.
I'm in.
Nice. So Nothing that special, but at least something. Some mana. We have to be careful because in a house we're quite vulnerable. So we can flee quite well using our jetpack, but we can't do that if we are inside. So have to be wary about enemies. There's another house. Oh, I think, yeah, that was the one where all the reavers were sitting around, so don't want to get too close to that. Been here, have I? Yes. Yeah, there they are. So we don't want to get too close. Did we go to the one in the middle? Now that we've killed. Oh, whoa, 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 and turn. So even if you don't need stuff like those plants, you could still down a bit. You could still craft the potions. Keep the healing potions, for instance, and sell mana potions in order to earn a bit of money. Don't hear anything. That's a good sign. Normally, most of the enemies in the Pynanha Bytes games, especially the enemies in the early stages of the game, make certain sounds so that you are not totally screwed. Later on there are enemies that are quite quiet or silent. For instance, in Gothic it was the Shadow Stalker. Don't know how they were translated from German. I think something like Shadow Stalker. Giant monstrous beasts, bigger than a bear. I think those would be monsters that hunt bears. So, and they didn't do any sound. They were just like torn journal. So, torn journal. I hate I done my leave. So unfair, don't care what Papa says. Shit. So mostly flavor text. What is okay? Flavor text isn't something bad. I mean, look at Skyrim. Can you see torch? Here's where it goes down. Safe place, seems like. Most important thing is that we have a sleeping bag, so we can sleep until the next morning. So now we have again a lot of time until it gets dark, and we have healed ourselves. That's quite important. Let's check out. Ice inventory. What just got to level 5, so I would have known that and costs increase from a certain point onward. I would have skilled differently. Now we've done it that way. We have to live with what we have done. So, oh yeah, there's oh shit. Now that can be quite bad. Oh yeah. There are too many of them. Those things I haven't killed, or do they actually respawn? That's something that I wanted to find out, because one is in there, one is there, one is there. So now we have that's a weird way to do it. So the arrows shown as like magazine, like on the flip. Comes. Things really do a lot of damage, or some wacky giant birds. There's another one. I will kill that one in order to proceed. But if you kill enemies, you to make sure that you return. We definitely have to get better weapons. I remember that Gothic 3 was the first one to introduce like targeting yourself. Before that, it was like as long as you had the enemy in sight, your weapon would lock onto it, and then you would have like a randomized chance to hit them depending on your skill. And the skill would increase the chance of hitting. So, I think the skill. Yeah. Well, that went well. Well, not as bad as the other ones, I would say. It's Gothic, you never know, like, you could go around the corner and they're sitting like a high-level troll that will just one-hit you. So, down there are those rocks, they're quite easy to kill. There's as well some of those dog things. So just running around like stupidly within the area, that isn't like the stupidest idea to do. But that's the thing, when you don't have like good map. First game I played through, I'm often Gothic or Pynanha Bytes game, so it isn't Gothic. Is the best one because you don't know the map, so it's really something new for you, and that means that you'll be searching for stuff, running around, not knowing where to go. Everything is new. After a while, or for me it was in Gothic 1 and 2, after a while I knew the routes, I knew which enemies would be in which areas, so I could avoid them, target them specifically. So I would go to areas where I knew. Nice. That's down. There's an other frog thing. I think putting it on the shore. Below. Mushroom. What am I doing now? Weird routes. Oh, it sounds like there were rats. I'd like to kill rats. Not because I don't like rats as an animal, but mostly because they're easy to kill. I mean, those frog thingies we just killed give you 5 experience. So, and they're not that easy pickings compared to a rat that gives you already 2 experience. So 3 rats, which would mean 3 hits without fearing any form of retaliation. If you're more experienced than that frog that will easily take, at least for now, more than 3 hits. So that are the things you have to keep in mind in the Gothic game. Choose your enemies wisely. Try to level. I mean, they give you 25s. They're totally worth it. They're good enemies to grind if they are alone. Oh. Stupid me. they do maybe half the damage the others do. We have here unusable first aid kit. Mining spoon. So those are nice things. The same in Gothic 2, where you start the game and you can follow the direction, the only direction you can go, tower of the starting point, and from there you could just move on and kill your way to the city for the most part. Do your business, everything would be fine. But if you know that there's a small lake, and that's for me good game design. You can go one way by the lake, you can go like there's a small forest, and within this forest you'll find a bow and I think like 10 or 12 arrows, which makes your life quite easy for the beginning because you can kill a lot of enemies quite good with bow and arrow, especially like the wolf you meet in the beginning, and directly after the starting point. He's like a one shot with a bow, but you need like way more luck and experience to kill him normal way with your melee weapon, especially because you start with a club, and the club is like the club you start in ELEX. You could do damage with it. Wouldn't consider it like, if I've looted. I hope. No. See? You never do stuff like that because forget the food. Food is so important in the game. Unlike Skyrim, where I don't know if it had become more important. Now that in Fallout, food makes a lot of sense. It can give you extremely nice buffs and everything, but I'm not sure. I knew that in Skyrim, of course. Food gives you benefits, heals you as well, but you're not that dependent on food at the beginning of the game. Yeah, you are. You are extremely dependent on it. Because I mean, I have 4 healing potions left, 4 smaller ones. I don't want to use the bigger ones, because I know, especially in the beginning of the game, if you've taken a hard beating, you should rather do something like that. Is a sleeping bag? Yes. So use sleeping opportunities along the way. There will always be like a small camp, something you can save before that, but sleep until the next morning. Give you the benefit of having new light. It resets the time. Something I did in Skyrim as well. Wait until this morning when it's getting dark. So during the sunset I will. Was I there? I think yes. Yeah. There isn't that arm. Well, there isn't. ELEX, there isn't a real sneak mechanic. There is sneaking, and I remember that in the 3rd installment of Gothic, the big one, there were even skills to improve sneaking detection from animals, so that animals don't detect you that easily. But besides that, sneaking was mostly for things you do in the city. Nothing worthwhile here. Got a bit of Elexit sounds like a modern girl's name, to be honest. So, raw ELEX shards. And I think that I will go with shards. Yeah, I know that you want to attack. Come on. Still not XP, he's a bigger one. Shit. Nah. So now we know that this little fella is a nasty one to know. Try to avoid him. Froggy frog and mutant lead. The nasty variant. So multiple enemies were always a problem running like guns. See? And those were annoying enemies throughout the Gothic series. So those bird-like enemies, they have had them most of their installments, I think. Gothic, they were called scavengers, but that there were those vultures, I think, something like that. And yeah, they were always annoying because they attack so fast. They're like your glass cannon enemy. They can't take that big of beating, but they attack very fast and do quite a good amount of damage in the early game. was the area where we already went. There's small can. Let's check out how far we got to the next level, like close to nothing. And now some of you may say that, oh no, but isn't then the game is out? Doing quests in order to level, that like RPGs try to do. Yes. Yep. You can get a good amount of XP from quests, and yet this is the most important. So now both of them we need a fire soon. Don't have any food left. 3 healing potions. We could go back to camp. So but what we're doing is we're collecting a lot of meat. That's important. It will help us out. Quest. There was some frog enemies left behind there. Yeah, it's freezing the area. That's it. So it isn't cold anymore because of the climate. It's cold anymore because the mountains are up there. Fly here in order to get a better view. This goes down. Seems like we will reach a little something. Don't want to drop that. Save. Classic cave beneath the waterfall. I think that Gothic did a good work in getting like the paths clear. For the most part, there were many enemies in the past because it was like, well, here's where the guards go around and check if there are any enemies. Yeah. I will make a cut here, and next time we will check out what's over here or die or both. So, thank you all for watching. See you in the next part. Bye.